I'm at the mall. I didn't feel like recording, but one of my New Year's resolutions was to be more vulnerable. And how much more vulnerable can I be than putting my feelings out there on YouTube? So I just got into an argument with my parents, specifically with my dad, because my car has been, and I know how this is gonna sound. So wait till I at least explain myself before you start judging, because people be so quick to judge without even understanding anything. So basically, my car has been covered in snow for the past 3 days, and my dad hasn't cleared the snow from my car or behind my car. And like I said, wait till I explain why I'm upset. Normally I would have done it if, one, I didn't have a dad, two, I was on my own. But he keeps complaining and saying that I don't care for him as a father. Oh, also, he's a deadbeat father. So. But anyways, he complains that I don't care much for a relationship with him, but yet he had the opportunity to do something for me as his daughter, and he didn't do it. And when I told them I was gonna go use my car, well, I wanted to use someone else's car, and they asked why. I said it's because there is snow on my car and I can't drive it like that. And my mom was like, my mom is also on his side with a lot of things, and she clearly does not care about my needs as their daughter, but that's besides the point. So she was like, why don't you do it? And I was like, okay. And like I said, I have no issue doing that for myself. But, if he wants to have a relationship with his daughter, he has to play the part of it. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. Clearly, since there's no man in the house to do it for me. And I walked out the house. Then I started shoveling the snow off my car, which again, for the third time, I don't have an issue doing it for myself. My mom came outside and she was like, you can't be making those types of comments. And I cut her off. I was like, well, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. And he's been crying about how much I don't care for him. Then why didn't he do it for me? You have to earn someone's love, especially if you had it for the beginning and then you just completely took advantage of it. And I don't know what else she was trying to say. She was basically trying to justify whatever reason he chose not to clean the car off my car or clean the snow off my car, because he cleaned the parkway, but he chose not to clean the snow around my car, which doesn't make any type of sense, and I don't understand how you could even justify that. But then I cleaned the snow off my car, and now I'm here at the mall. And I am here at the mall because I have a work trip tomorrow that I'm very intimidated by, because it's my first destination wedding. I'm very excited for it, but at the same time it's a really big step, and there's a lot of factors that go into it, especially because I'm not gonna be doing just the bride, rather I'm gonna do the whole bridesmaids. So I guess this video is mostly just about me preparing for the wedding. So right now, since the wedding is at a beach, I am looking for anything that's gonna mattify the face. That way, even if the bride is starting to sweat or anything like that, the makeup can last as long as possible. Okay, so I already have a setting spray in mind. Hopefully it's here. And when it comes to any full coverage lightweight products, my favorite is gonna be Bare Minerals as the brand. The brand is just to make your skin look very flawless, very natural, but yet provides that coverage that you're looking for. So we're gonna be looking at the matte, and the bridal party is more of the darker complexion. So I already have products that I can mix these with, pigments that I can mix it with. So I'm just looking for the main base, and then we can adjust everything as the client needs. Okay, since I already have okay, so let's say that I have a pigment this color and I have one which is like around this color. My best interest would be to go a little bit deeper, that way I can mix the pigments as I go, but I have 3 main bases that I can work with. So this is the one that we're gonna go for, which is the deepest deep number 30. Okay, and a lot of girls in the bridal party are going to go with a natural or natural glam. So cinnamon is a color that they mostly are just because I already memorized their shades. Okay, and now we're gonna do the setting spray. So the setting spray that I have my eyes on is from NYX. I know that they have a mattifying setting spray, so we're gonna go in for that. Okay, so NYX is a really good brand. I love their eyeliners and of course their sprays. They also have a dewy spray which is really, really good. And now to pay with my business card. Okay, so now we're gonna go buy a dress because one of the events is a black and gold. Maybe I should buy some heels too. Okay, so we're gonna go get the dress first and then come back for heels. You know, like people like my mom who just to categorize that type of person are very insecure women who are not in touch with their feminine side, and they get mad when you don't accept the bare minimum just because they allow it and they enable that type of behavior. They think that I should instantly be like that, which is an example that misery loves company. Like, only because they never got the best for themselves, they don't want you to have the best for you. And just to give you a good example is, like I said, my dad has been a deadbeat father for a while. He does the very bare minimum and then just calls it a day. And at first of course I didn't know any better, so I just allowed it. But now that my sister is in the picture, I'm soon gonna leave that house. But now I can't only just think about me leaving. Rather, I have to make sure that my sister is well off by herself because I'm not gonna be there anymore for her. So when I left the house, I originally did feel bad. Like, I felt like I shouldn't have said that, or maybe like I was being too harsh. But then I thought about it, and I thought about my sister, and I was like in order to really like get through a narcissist's skin, you do unfortunately have to hurt their feelings and their ego in order for you to trigger them to change. And like I said, he doesn't have to change for me, but I don't want my sister to be dealing with the same things he did to me. So I said that to myself, and I knew that I had a good reason to be like that. Um, and I guess that is something that did make me feel a little bit better. And what else is gonna make you feel better than shopping? Oh, but back to the example that I was gonna give about my mom. Back then, when I was younger, and I guess he tried more than he does now. He every time he would do something for me, even if it was just like the smallest thing, my mom would get mad and she'd be like, why is he doing that for you? Or why are you helping her? Let her do it by herself. Like, that's just very petty. That's, and like, I was a child too, but regardless of that, like, why are you gonna get mad that a child's father is doing something for her? But at the same time, like I said, if he's a deadbeat dad, he's a deadbeat husband. And of course, he never really actually did anything for her, which, you know, like I said, a insecure woman is just gonna accept the bare minimum because I guess that's what they think they deserve. But like, he didn't do anything for her, so every time that he would do something for me, like, it would just trigger her, like I didn't deserve it, or like he shouldn't be doing that for me. And eventually he went from doing the bare minimum to doing nothing at all for me. So in conclusion, if anyone tries to make you feel bad for you wanting more for yourself, or you thinking that you deserve more for yourself, then that's just them projecting their own insecurities about what they think that they should accept. And before you take any type of advice from someone, just take a good look at the type of life that they're living for themselves and think to yourself, is this really the type of person I want to listen to? Okay, I went to Winster's, didn't find anything I liked. I found 2 dresses, but one was an extra small. I'm pretty sure I could have still put in it, but they were basic, and I'm trying to change my style, so it's gonna be hard to even know what I like now. I basically have no identity. Okay, there's nothing that I like. Did everyone like lose their sense of style or something? Like, if I'm gonna be in a dream destination wedding in Costa Rica, I can't just put on a black slip-on dress. Okay, doesn't make sense. I'm running out of options. Okay, I went into American Eagle and they had a really nice black dress. I'm gonna look a little bit further, and if I don't see anything, I'm just gonna stick with that one. Okay, I'm at Steve Madden. These are the ones that I'm gonna get. Now let's go get the dress. Okay, so we're gonna get the dress. It's from American Eagle. It's 50% off, so instead of 50, I'm only gonna be paying like 25. I hope that they look good together, because if not, I'm gonna have to go back to Winster's and get either one of the 2 dresses I found there, but they're more expensive. I think I just made like 3 laps around the mall. I'm hot and I'm sweaty. So I tried on the dress. I didn't like it, so back to Winster's. I didn't get a dress. I'll figure out something. But I did my toes. I probably shouldn't post these for free, but if you have feet these nice, you do it too.